Morning, Terry.
Morning. What's up there, young man?
We're here.
I know.
It's game day, baby.
Game day, Christmas week.
We're joined by young Jeffrey today. Good morning, dude. We got the fireplace on behind us.
I see this.
We got Willie in the sound booth.
Right here.
We're kind of all over the place
I know,
today.
Willie's in the Christmas mood.
He came in blaring his music. But today it was calmer today. He was playing the Christmas jams.
Yes.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I enjoyed myself. And I was on airport duty yesterday and today.
Kids coming
Bringing the
into
kids
town?
in, yes. Excited about that.
Yeah. Roads were icy on your.
No, they were not.
Well, that's right, because you were flying. You were in the sleigh.
No. I drove a car to the airport. I didn't fly the plane.
Last night? Because I was at the Pistons game last night. I don't know if you can see up on the screen. You were anywhere but the airport.
That's not me, man. What are you talking about?
Are you not Black Santa?
No, I am not. I just know Black Santa.
You know he wouldn't be with a white woman?
Apparently, you never know. Black Santa, I know Black Santa personally, so
Damn.
he don't dabble in snow that much, but that's understandable.
I thought I did too.
Black Santa doesn't dabble in the snow.
No,
All right.
not at all.
All right. So you were driving the kids to the airport. You see the
No,
Pistons
picking
game?
them up from the airport. They're not leaving because Christmas is on the way.
You're right. I'm turned around because I think you're the one traveling everywhere during this time of year, dropping off gifts. And is it Crevassier or Hennessy?
Cavassier.
Okay, gotcha. That's what Santa likes to drink. Okay.
All right. Cavassier.
I could have sworn that was you. It was down at the Pistons game last
Maybe
night.
it was me.
Who knows?
It was rocking down at the Palace, by the way. That Pistons team.
They don't play at
Palace?
the Palace anymore.
LCA.
What's wrong with? I haven't been out. What was that?
Arena. Either way.
It's LCA. I haven't been out in a while. My two of my best friends, my boys, took me out last night as like a last hurrah before the baby comes.
Awesome.
So
yeah, because
we
you're
went
not
out
going
to
to get sleep anymore.
none. They were like, "You got to do it." They just needed. They took me out. We had a nice dinner. We went to the Pistons game at LCA. So it was a harder morning to wake up to, Terry, especially after getting home and seeing the end of that Bears-Packers game.
Yes, the soon-to-be NFC North Division champion Packers. I mean, not Packers, but Bears. I keep hearing from all the little scrubs around here about the Bears are going to start losing. They can't keep this up with the last-second wins. Well, when's that supposed to happen? Bears keep winning.
Yeah. Our guy Alonzo Washington in the chat says Bears win the division today. Pittsburgh Steelers for the win.
That could happen. I think people are looking past the Steelers. Like they have no shot. I think they have a shot, but I don't think they're going to win today. But
The Steelers.
right.
It's not as I don't know if you agree with the line. Like they're both 8-6, the Lions and the Steelers, but the Lions, last I checked, were favored by 7 points yesterday. Like that seems like kind of a lot. It's not like the Lions have been have felt like they're in that class of the NFL. They're going to go out and put up 7 on a decent team, a 8-6 team, possibly winning their division. We're in third place.
I think Vegas is in. The Lions are at home, so they'll win. Pittsburgh's not that good. But you know what? The great advantage for Aaron Rodgers, no Kirby Joseph today.
That's true. His daddy.
Kirby's like, I got you.
Officially on the IR, Kirby Joseph. Kind of, we all expected it for a couple weeks. Like, why are you active? You're seeing you like stumble to the sideline in practice. Didn't make sense. He's out for the season. Last night, the Bears were down by 10 with like 5.5 minutes to go to the Packers and blew it. Micah Parsons didn't play because he's out for the season too. And you really saw that affect the Packers late in the game. When they needed to get to Caleb Williams, they didn't have that juice. And Caleb Williams, give him credit. Ryan's reaction, I think it was, that he played like shit most of the game, which he did, but he made the big throws when he needed to. And that's what I didn't think Caleb would be doing right now. So, again, I still don't believe in him. He made some big throws to Jade, I forget his last name, and then DJ Moore to win it in OT. Good for him.
I'm getting to believe in him because he does have uneven games. But he is making throws at the end of games. And would you rather have them just being good for the whole game and then being bad at the end, or the other way around?
Other way around. If your team, your defense can keep you in it, which the Bears team did. Jordan Love, he went out with a concussion midway through the game. He wasn't playing very well before that. It was ugly. But that changed the Lions, I want to say their percentage to make the playoffs from like 44 or something down to 29%. There are a couple new scenarios. Before we get into those scenarios, though, Terry, I have a wish list for the Lions this end of the season. I want to start it.
So you want me to be Santa Claus or Scrooge?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Either grant my or confirm you're dropping off the presents that I request that I'm writing to, or you be Scrooge and you do
or shoot them down.
Yeah, whatever you want. But I want to start this early in the show because I want the chat to get involved. So, chat, throughout this show, put in your wish list for the Lions, whether it's the rest of the regular season, the playoffs, off season, whatever you want. I'll give you some ideas as I kick it off. Terry,
I'm ready.
So first, let me ask you. So I'll say, dear Santa,
Terry Claus.
Terry Claus. I hope I'm on the nice list because for Christmas this year, I'm pleading for 7 straight Detroit Lions wins. I'll leave the Hennessy and the Crevassier outside the chimney once you get down, but I really need 7 wins. Santa, please. Sincerely, Matthew.
Aww.
How was this? Hell no. You're not getting 7 straight wins.
That's what I need, though. That's what the Lions need. That means they win the Super Bowl. They need to run off 7 straight.
It's not happening.
No.
I'm afraid it's not. They're not good enough to pull that off. Can they even win 3 games in a row?
That's the key.
This team is broken, man. The offensive line is broken. They can't generate enough consistent performances to do something like that. Not happening. No.
Yeah.
You're not getting that.
Oh, this. Steve Lehman, wish list number 1. Run Monty. He wants to see more David Montgomery, and I'll finish his wish list today against the Steelers. How about David Montgomery, 10 touches, 10 rushes?
I can grant you that.
Okay.
But I'm going to put in a little caveat.
Okay.
I don't believe in getting Monty more touches. I believe what you do is you read the game. And if he warrants 10, 15, 20, 50 touches, then you give him that. But I'm not in favor of just giving somebody the rock. He's got to prove he deserves it.
Hasn't he the last couple games, though?
Yeah, yes.
He hasn't had many touches, but when he's got 6 in L.A.
But he could start off today, 2 touches, or let's say 5 touches for 12 yards. He's not getting the ball again.
And that's fine. Like you said, read the game. Something... I'm going to be honest here, and we'll talk in more depth later in the show. Like, I have faith in Dan Campbell as an OC, and I have faith in Dan Campbell as a head coach. I have a little less faith in him doing both. Like, can he understand? Can he feel the game like we've learned Dan Campbell can as a head coach when he had Ben Johnson as his OC? Is Dan Campbell going to be able to make those adjustments, whether before this game with the plane going in or just as the game goes on? I don't know.
Are you asking for Dan Campbell not to call plays?
No. Although,
because you probably should.
I might
That's
ask.
one gift I might be able to give to you, and it's one that you deserve.
That's worth a thought. I think he's a really good play caller. I worry that since he's taken over the play calling, the offense has scored points, but there are more penalties. There's more disorganization with the team. There's more. It just doesn't feel as tight and as crisp as the Lions teams that he's coached in years past.
It has not, and there's been. I think he's distracted when he does that. He doesn't pay attention to detail. There's little things like clock management issues that get screwed up.
Yeah.
Substitution stuff. So I don't want him calling plays for that.
Yeah.
If this was last year's team, I'd be all in favor of him calling plays because it was like a well-oiled machine. This year there's problems with the Lions. There's flaws that that weren't there last year, and that there are flaws that they need Dan Campbell to pay close attention to.
Yeah.
So, if you're asking me to have him not call plays, I can grant you that wish. But Dan Campbell is stubborn. Dan Campbell wants to show that this is his offense. He's gonna keep calling plays.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can't put Johnny Moe back in there. What do you think, Jeffrey?
I mean, I feel like at this point, it's kind of a given that you gotta stick with Dan Campbell. He's obviously giving you the most success offensively, and you can't really make a big change like that right now at this point in the season because you want to have that continuity. You want to have that type of repetition that he's already been doing this for 6 weeks now. So I mean,
I'm not asking for him to. I don't want anyone else calling the plays for the rest. I don't
think it's next season. I don't think he actually wants to call plays.
Right.
So he'll find it's either he's seen improvement in somehow in the offensive coordinator's play calling of Johnny Moe, but if not, he's gonna fire him. He's gonna look elsewhere.
Yeah.
He's gonna bring in someone that can call plays because he doesn't want to do that.
I don't think you can go backwards.
That overseer. Right.
I think John Morton actually has a still a valuable role with this team, just not as the play caller. Like he's part of the he helped build this offense. You don't see many architects manage the buildings that they construct, right? Johnny Morton knows how to build an offense, especially a passing game.
Yeah, there's still importance with being an OC during the week. You can design plays. You can make suggestions to Dan Campbell. That's important. Or if Dan Campbell's calling a goofy play, you can scream, no, Dan, let's not do that one.
And I think Dan Campbell values that. Like, I think he's not stubborn enough not to take advice from John Morton.
Whereas John Morton can't be a yes man.
Right. And I don't think he is. He just might not be the guy who has the feel to call play. Like, it looked a lot like his time in New York. He might just not have that feel, that forward thinking, the thought process of just how to set defenses up, how to create mismatches. Dan Campbell, since taking over, has found that a lot of Jameson Williams. We've seen a lot of Gibbs. We're going to see more today. But, dear Santa, it got kind of screwed up last night. But after the Lions Week 1 lost to the Packers, I put $50 on the Lions to win the NFC North. Can you still deliver that to me?
No.
It's not going to happen?
Lions are not winning the NFC North. No, can't give it to you. Scrooge is coming through now.
All right. I was asking for too much.
Yes. I'm a bad one, Mr. Broder.
That one is going to be do we know how unlikely that is for them to win the division? I have
But they got 10% chance of winning the division.
It's low, but it's not out. It's not.
10% is low, dude. Stop it.
It's low.
It should be zero.
It just means there's a chance in hell.
It's not
it
zero.
Should be zero.
No, it's not zero until mathematically you can't do it.
But you need the Packers to lose 2 more, their last 2 games.
Which is possible. So it can't be zero. Keep going.
They might only need to lose 1. You need the Bears to lose their last 2. You play them.
Which is possible, so you can't put it at 0.
And Detroit needs to go 3 in a row.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Well, I'll say that is possible. It ain't happening, but so it can't be 0.
Why do you think it's so outrageous for them to win these 3 games? This is,
I tell you what,
arguably the easiest part of their schedule.
When was the last time the Lions won three games in a row?
It's not this year.
It has not been this year.
They haven't won 2 in a row in a while.
Right. And any team that has a decent defensive line has been able to neutralize this offense. If the Lions are going to win 3 in a row, this offense is going to have to score 38, 35, 40 points in each of the games.
Yes.
They're not capable of doing that.
I think they are.
They can do it for 1 or 2 games, but if somebody's decent, like they're not going to score 40 points or 35 points against the Bears at the end of the season.
You might be right. Like maybe that's the game they win 21-17
or lose 21-17.
I don't just think that's gonna happen, T. Not gonna happen.
You know who's gonna be one of the biggest Scrooges in Detroit this year?
Which one?
Who?
Benjamin Arthur Johnson.
We cannot let that happen.
Boy.
You know that.
You know that's what's going to happen.
Is that in that game why it feels like people are overlooking this? Not only the Steelers today, but the Vikings on Christmas Day. Are we thinking about Chicago too much?
No. The reason that people are not thinking about Chicago right now, and actually they're overlooking Minnesota and Pittsburgh, is because Lion fans think the 15-2 team all of a sudden is going to show up and show out. This 15-2 team hasn't been here for 2 months. Why do you think it's going to come now?
I think it's because of the defenses you're about to play.
And how about the defense the other team is going to play? This Lions defense is not solid. So the other team is looking like, all right, Lions defense, we could chalk this up.
That's why it's all that more important for the offense to show up. And not just show up and score a lot of points with their explosive, which I don't know if they lead the league. They're one of the best explosive teams in the league. They need to control the time of possession. They need to run the ball.
Correct.
They don't need Jared Goff throwing 40 times. They need a 25 to 30 attempt, 250-yard, 2 touchdown, 0 interception game.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee that the Lions can generate a running game, a consistent one.
Yeah. They're missing Graham Glasgow today. We think either Tristan Colon or Kingsley Egwakun is going to be starting at center for the Lions. Graham's had an up and down year. He's had a couple pretty good games, a couple games where he's looked not so great. But Tristan Colon also hasn't looked so great. So Mahogany's back at left guard. Another rookie at right guard. That interior doesn't feel stronger than it was last week.
It's not. You're killing me. You're showing all the flaws, and they're major flaws. But then the other part, they can win 3 in a row.
I think they can, because I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers can stop the Lions.
Okay, are they playing the Pittsburgh Steelers 3 games in a row?
No.
Okay, they're playing Pittsburgh. Well, I'll tell you, they should beat Pittsburgh. They're playing Minnesota, who they already lost to at home, and then they're going to the Bears. You know what? The Bears game could be a Lions victory if it means nothing to the Bears.
True. If they win next week, no, what would it be? Yeah, if they win next week, they're in.
Right.
So they might rest their players. Shit, they might have the number 1 seed. I think this is why
that could be something that could be something
because I don't think there's anyone in the NFC that's like that scary. If you can get in, like if they can sneak in anyway, there's not one team that intimidates me. There are better teams than the Lions. The Rams right now, they're better than the Lions. Shit, the Bears are better than the Lions right now. But we're talking the Bears. I wouldn't mind a first-round matchup with them.
Things change.
We could have, should have, would have beaten the Rams. They're the better team, but we can beat them. What?
No, you can't.
Yeah, we can.
No, you can't. Lions.
It was possible.
You know who the Lions are right now?
Who?
They're Tulsa and James Madison. At least that defense is.
As long as they're not A&M in Miami.
They're Tulsa and James Madison, who shouldn't have even been in the playoffs.
True.
Lions don't belong in the playoffs because that defense is atrocious, and the offense is just a step above mediocre now. We keep thinking the Lions' offense is this 40-point or 35-point a game offense, and they are that sometimes, but not on a consistent basis.
Right. I'm with you there. The stats are a bit misleading when you put it all in context because they lead the NFL in points, or up there in points scored, and a lot of the offensive metrics, but a lot of it skewed because of explosive plays, because of big Gibbs runs, J-Mo touchdowns. I'm not complaining, but
that's NFL.
Right.
You can't get rid of the explosive plays.
I don't want to, but they're doing that, and they're not necessarily controlling the ball like they have in years past, where you can limit some of the defensive mistakes if you just don't give the other team the ball. If you just hang on to it for 10-minute drives. Like that drive against Kansas City to open the game, that was 10, 11 minutes of we're going to just out-aggressive, just out-muscle you and embarrass you in the first quarter. I don't think this team can do that again, but there's some success needed in controlling the ball. Our guy Sideless in the chat, Burn, with the $10 super chat, says the Bears need to lose their last 2. The Packers need to lose 1 more, and the Lions need to win out to win the division. If the Packers lose 2, Lions only need 2 wins for the wild card. Packers lose 1, Lions need 3 wins. So he broke that down. Thank you, Sideless. Appreciate you. And chat, keep the comments coming. Super chats are always welcome. You'll skip to the front of the line.
I tell you what, super chat. Who actually believes the Lions are going to win 3 games in a row? That's what I'd like to hear.
Could we do a poll? I do. You're raising your hand.
You
Willie.
do.
I do.
For real.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Mr. Lions cap.
Because, I mean, when you look at who they – today I feel like it's a winnable game against the Steelers, especially with T.J. Watt being out. Still a good defense, but I still feel like the Lions have enough to get it done. They have enough offense to get it done. The Steelers' offense doesn't scare me at all. Like, that offense does not scare me. Like, going against the Rams, that scared me. I'm way – like, Puka and Devontae, yeah, I'm not scared of DK. DK is not someone I'm going to be scared of. And then moving forward, you go to Minnesota, that's a get-back game. That's a get-back game.
All right,
and they were trolling you.
Let's
and
flip it.
Nine was trolling you. It's a get-back game. And then it's all going to come down to Chicago.
Joseph.
9.
No Brian Branch.
No Terrion.
No Terrion. The offensive line is a mess.
Marcus Davenport is
playing. Why
playing.
should you fear the Detroit Lions?
Because
that
Jameer
offense.
Gibbs?
Williams? No.
Amon-Ra St. Brown?
The offense is not the offense of last year.
I know, but that's your only – if you're scared of the Lions right now,
players.
it's the offense.
It's all the same players.
Yeah.
Majority, besides the offensive line.
The fact that they could score a touchdown from anywhere on the field. Multiple players. Like, they can win a shootout even if that offense isn't what it was like last year. I don't know if you're scared of the defense. They're not stopping the run. They're not getting to the quarterback.
No. All the things it takes to win in this league, the Lions are not doing. Stopping the run. Lions stopped the run last year.
They stopped the run with Benito Jones and
but it's not happening this year.
No, I don't know why.
The offensive line is cooked. The defense is not good. So
and they're not running the ball
consistently.
The identity that this team was built on is not there. It's the defensive line and the offensive line. More specifically, the interior.
Right.
Like, that's how
sometimes it's just not your year.
That's it. That's all.
Where is Alim McNeill?
We should put him on a cereal box.
I know. I haven't seen him in weeks. Where's Hutch? By the way, I just calculated it's about almost $300 million in those 2 players.
Hutch is not what people think he is.
Where's DJ Reed? I give DJ Reed a little bit of slack because of the wide receivers they've been going up against the last couple of weeks. Are great, but he hasn't played well, and his size has shown. Going up against receivers with size, she's going to face a monster today. Again, I'm not scared of the offense. DK, I don't know why they paid him all that money just to not really use him, but nonetheless, DJ Reed was at $44 million. All this to say, the guys that have gotten paid a lot recently are the guys you need to show up and haven't. We need more Hutch. We need more O'Neal. We need more DJ Reed. We don't have Kirby. We don't have Terrion. We don't have Brian Branch.
Right, but you're still optimistic.
I am. Steelers, Vikings, Bears. That's why I'm optimistic. And you want to know the game I'm most scared about? Vikings. The worst team of the 3. With the worst quarterback of the 3.
But the best defensive coordinator.
I had to think about it, but if I'm being honest, JJ has been.
I thought a Michigan man would say, "Oh, he's a winner, though."
He's still got to figure it out. I didn't realize how much, or I didn't think missing his rookie season due to injury was going to affect him so much. He needed to rest.
Well, if you're not on the field, that's just like you're having your rookie year all over again.
Right, but he had a great opportunity to sit behind Darnold last year and work on the things that he struggled with at Michigan that would have made him will make him a better NFL quarterback if he figures it out, like touch. He needs to stop throwing fastballs.
But he wasn't getting the opportunity.
Right.
Throwing a touch pass in practice is a lot different than throwing one in the game.
Exactly. He didn't get any of that. So my biggest worry is that team on short rest. They still have play. Their only real glaring problem is their quarterback. What if he puts together a couple good quarters? We're on 4 days rest. I know they are too, but that Vikings game worries me more than today. And I think the Lions are going to trounce the Bears in Chicago or Indiana or wherever their stadium is going to be.
Oh, no. Two-glove Goff.
You hear the Bears are moving to Indiana?
No, they're not. They're not. That's a threat. Teams always do that. We're going to move to Indiana. We're going to move here. We're going to leave the whole community. We're going to move to Alaska. Those are threats. So because they're not getting what they want. So eventually a community will cave in, give them what they want. So they're going to be, Cook County or something like that, or they're going to be in the burbs. They will be in the greater Chicago area, even though northern Indiana is not that far away.
No, you can't move out of state.
No. But then they're not the Chicago Bears anymore.
They're
the Indiana Bears.
How about we move the Lions to Toledo? That's
a horrible state.
Right.
Of course.
So they're not moving to Indiana.
State. Why Toledo?
Super chat here from Kenny Powers. $5 super chat. Thank you. It says January 8th, 2023. Lions beat the Packers 20-16 in Rodgers' final game as a Packer to keep them out of the playoffs. Rodgers remembers that date. He's coming. Mm-hmm. We got to imagine this is the final stretch for a Hall of Fame quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. A thorn in the side of us Lions fans. You're not a fan, but us Lions fans. Could Aaron Rodgers, does he have any magic left? Are we...
No,
I know he can't throw it past 5 yards, but apparently Goff can't either. Just kidding.
He sits OS down.
Get sticking.
I don't know. Are you worried about the dink and the dunk game, or is that easier for this Lions defense and Shepard to prepare for?
It's probably easier. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is still dangerous, but is there magic there left? I don't think so. They want him to go upfield a little bit more. But that's not his game.
Just get the ball out quick.
Right.
He's not trying to get hit.
I don't think he has to against the Lions. Get the ball out. Just do what you've been doing. And hope the Lions offense is mediocre, which has been for the last 2 months.
This only thing that worries me about that, I do think it's a good matchup for the Lions, but worse not having Brian Branch and Terrion Arnold. Those are two really good tacklers in your defensive backfield that with Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren and these 5-yard dink and dunks that Rodgers has come accustomed to doing. I wish we had Brian Branch in this game.
Right.
But we don't.
Brian Branch will jar the ball from somebody, create a turnover. The two guys I think it could really create turnovers today, Branch and Kirby Joseph, they're not there.
Yeah.
So if you dink and dunk and just move and win the field possession battle, then you've got a good shot at winning. Yeah. But the Lions' advantage is if Pittsburgh is unable to generate a pass rush, the Lions can be that team that scores 35 points. Yeah. But if they generate a pass rush, then that's not happening.
Yeah.
Or if they shut the run down, that's not happening.
How is it? Well, how about this? You just brought up two scenarios with the offense and the defense. If they do this, the Lions will win. At this point, before this game, who do you think the Lions miss more? Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn? And tell me why it's Terrell Williams.
Terrell, get out of here, dude. No, it's Ben Johnson because the Lions defense doesn't have to be great. Or at least the 15-2 Lions defense didn't have to be great. And when it was good, then that was an extra bonus. But in order for the Lions to win, that offense has to be good. It can't be mediocre. It can't be So Ben Johnson, but see, I think if Ben Johnson was here, he'd have the same problems that Dan Campbell and anybody else is having.
Probably.
The Lions' offensive line is the backbone of this team, and it's not whole.
Yeah.
I don't care who's calling plays.
Yeah. I'm with you. I agree. It's Ben Johnson.
I think this team misses Brad Holmes pulling the trigger because if you get the right depth, if you get the right players in here, there wouldn't have been that big of a drop off. I understand, Frank, you probably weren't expecting it, but you probably should have been expecting it.
Yeah.
He had been banged up for 4 years in a row. At some point, and especially in Lions history, that's going to be something that happens.
Yeah.
Somebody young who's at the height of their talents is going to retire.
Yeah.
So you should have planned for that. And we talk about, especially on the defensive side of the ball, not having another premier edge rusher who you could have gotten from the draft. Instead, you went with defensive tackle. You could have had another corner out there, just saying, Will Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm not a Michigan guy, but Will Johnson looks good. He looks good. And that's the type of corner that you're missing on this team, especially with Terron being out. You're missing a long corner that can affect bigger receivers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just see that our DBs right now, they're just too little in DJ Reed and Amik Robinson. They're just too little. They get babied at times. And, when they go against guys who have a little bit more finesse to their game, then yeah, they might have a decent game.
Yeah.
But when you go against somebody that's powerful, that's when you struggle. Now, the reason why I say I'm not really scared of DK is because the Steelers don't give DK the ball in the rate that the Rams give Puka the ball. The Rams find ways to get Puka the ball to get him going.
That's a good point.
And the Steelers, they just plan on just throwing it down there sometimes. If he catches it, he catches it.
So I don't know how much you heard, but Jeff said he misses, or Lions fans miss Brad Holmes pulling the trigger on an edge rusher, maybe another DB. I don't know if you said it directly, but do you take Tyleek in the first round last year, or do you go address the offensive line around earlier, or an edge rusher in that first round? Will Johnson, who's playing well for the Cardinals. So Brad Holmes, I've seen some comments in here too about Brad Holmes kind of putting us in this spot. You think Giovanni Manu, his practice window opened this week?
Those third round picks,
his projects aren't panning out. Any of them.
The best third round pick is
the offseason
is Tesla, and we don't use them.
Yeah, and I understand the kind of the itch to want to go pluck a player like that and turn him into the next Jordan Mailata or Penei Sewell, but I don't know if it was the time to take that chance when you could have had someone stable, either backing up Frank, preparing for Frank to retire, replacing. I guess they drafted a Zeitler replacement, but you know what I'm saying. Who's going to replace Decker? Nonetheless, he thinks Brad Holmes hasn't done enough. It's hard to blame him. It's hard to blame him. But let me flip that real quick and keep getting your wish list here in the chat. With Kirby being out for the year, that's another recently paid or highly paid Detroit Lion out with injury.
All right.
I was okay drafting players that had an injury history early in the Lions' rise to this, going out and get a free agent with some injury concerns. I was okay with that. To go back to the well with Davenport, to continue to find these injury-riddled players, you now have money locked up in Hutch, McNeill, Kirby Joseph. You got to make decisions about Branch and Laporta. Are some of these injuries or injured players, is this turning into a long-term problem for the Lions?
No, it absolutely is, because you're not going to have Kirby Joseph or Brian Branch at the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
You may not see that. I don't know what's going on with Kirby Joseph, but
He's
dude may not be the same.
Yeah.
So
Brian Branch probably won't be the same either when he comes back.
An Achilles tear?
Right. Yeah, that's.
And, we say with Brian Branch specifically, we say the draft combine stuff, like, what's KG say? It's all a wash. Like, for a guy like Brian Branch, it's not about his 40 time at the combine. It's about how fast he is in pads on a football field, his instincts, that he's so much faster during the game than he is running a 40. With an Achilles tear, that's where you might be able to come back and play, but does Brian Branch lose that step, that split second?
He's going to lose that step. He's not going to be.
That's what makes him
Brian
special.
Branch of old.
That's what makes him special,
right?
Though.
And then Kirby Joseph, he may not either. And what did we say a few weeks before the injuries? This might be this is the best safety tandem in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that anymore, and you may never get it again.
They're the best safety tandem on IR.
Well, and when they're playing, they're the best safety tandem on the field. You may never get that again.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's a problem.
It makes you think, with Brian Branch being drafted in the second round, he doesn't get that 5th year to make a decision. Yeah. You got to decide what to do with him, Laporta, Jack Campbell. And yes, they're paying Gibbs a lot of money.
Well, Jack Campbell, he does have that 5th year option.
There have been articles written, and who first said? Steve Lehman in the chat says, run, Monty, run. Monty hasn't been getting a lot of touches. There's going to be decisions to be made in the offseason. We'll talk about that in a couple of weeks. But, Jeffrey, what's up?
So, interesting stat on Jahmyr Gibbs. Week 10, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns week 10. Week 11, 0. Week 12, 3 touchdowns. Week 13, 0. Week 14, 3 touchdowns. Week 15, 0 touchdowns.
Let me guess, they won the 3 touchdown games and lost the 0?
Does he continue the trend of getting 3 touchdown game after a 0? And the Lions lose every game that they don't have Jahmyr Gibbs scoring.
Yeah. So Terry, since week 10 or 11, Lions go 3 touchdowns scored on the ground, or a running back.
No, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, just him.
Just him.
Jahmyr Gibbs 3 touchdowns and a win, 0 and a loss. 3 and a win, 0 and a loss. 3 and a win, 0 and a loss. Does he get 3 touchdowns today, Jahmyr Gibbs? And if not, what needs to play out for them on the ground?
If I were playing, I would try to get him his 3 touchdowns. But I just think there's no guarantees with this team because of the offensive line. Gibbs is still very talented. I still think Gibbs is going to be one of the greatest of all time if he stays healthy. But right now, I think the Lions are a sick team because of the injuries and because of the dysfunction of the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Lion
Fan 222 said, the Steelers are going to contain Gibbs. There is a formula that they've seen. There's a formula to get beat and to have 3 touchdowns run on you, but also how to limit him. The Rams made some changes, both going into the game and in the second half, to shut down Gibbs, using a lot more safety up closer to the box. The Steelers, their defense isn't so great, but they still have some players. They have a good interior right now with Cam Hayward, and Derek Harmon's playing today. And when Derek Harmon plays, teams don't run on the Steelers. They're missing T.J. Watt, though, who's coming pressure from the edge. So there's give and take. You got to find a way to get Gibbs moving forward. And does that mean a little bit more Monty? Does that mean you try to force it a little bit with Monty running between the tackles to open up something? Or are we just rolling with Gibbs 86% of the time?
I'll tell you what,
Once again, I think it should be feel. If you're getting a pathway up the middle with Montgomery, then you use that. If you're not, then you go other areas. I still want to see. I've been screaming for this for a few weeks. I still want to see end arounds with J-Mo. I haven't seen enough of that. You don't have to run up the middle. You don't have to run off tackle. You don't have to do that. There's so many creative ways that you can get the run game going.
Yeah.
And I think J-Mo's one of those.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
End around.
Yeah. Any way to get the ball in his hands. Just let him fly. Let him fly. On the Gibbs and Montgomery conversation real quick, Steve Lehman in the chat, really good point. Montgomery sustains drives. So 26 of Gibbs' 200 carries have gone for explosives, so that's 13%. So what you're doing, you're trading consistency for 13%. Kind of an interesting thought. I think Gibbs can. It's not like Gibbs is inconsistent, but you're playing the game waiting for him to break one for 80 versus, all right, let's get 6 with Montgomery on second down. Maybe we'll play action. We'll get 3 more, set up 3rd and 1. Like it's just a different mindset, and you wonder, maybe it's the Steelers, maybe it's not the type of game it is. Like, does Dan Campbell have the wherewithal to feel what the game's going to be like and use his players accordingly? Because you don't have any tight ends.
Right. I understand the need for more touches for Montgomery. That's what people want. But Gibbs can hit the home run, and you never know when that home run is coming. And when you got a playmaker like him, you don't take him off the field. You don't limit him. You let him cook.
Since we haven't seen any Tesla, just put Gibbs in the slot.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that too.
Yeah, more. Give me more.
Give me more of that.
Why not? Right?
I want to see somebody else's ankles over there on the sideline.
Seriously,
not just Deron Bland. I want to see some more ankles over there.
His ability, his stop and go, his ability to cut and accelerate.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why
he's excited as we got about Tesla.
Yeah,
he's been a waste.
He has.
Yeah, you haven't used him.
Great one-hand catch, and I know he's scored a couple touchdowns, but basically a waste because you need him now. I mean, you can talk about Montgomery and everything, but if you're going to waste 3rd-round picks on a guy, this type of season or this time of the season, he can't just be. I wouldn't even call him a decoy, but just a guy.
He's not. He hasn't done anything.
Not a decoy, but I know the Lions are slow to integrate guys into an offense, particularly at wide receiver. But at this point, he's not a rookie anymore because he's played almost a whole season. We need to see more out of Tesla.
Mm-hmm. Take the training wheels off.
Starting now.
Would you say, Jeff?
Today?
Take the training wheels off. I mean,
yeah. Why haven't they?
At some point.
Why haven't they?
Let it go.
And I think he's just not there yet. Like, that's got to be the only reason.
But it's hard to see because when he does play, he's effective. And,
kind of.
And
he's effective blocking. He hasn't really.
Well, he
doesn't command attention in the pass game.
Well, I feel like as a downfield threat, a big body receiver that you don't have, especially with no tight end, he should be utilized more. He should be utilized more in red zone packages or times where they need a bigger body receiver.
I can get down with that.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to him. Sometimes you just got to throw it up to him and see if he makes a play. Other teams around the league do that. I understand it. It comes at a risk of an interception. But if it's 3rd and 15 and you don't really have a shot at, truly getting it, throw it up there somewhere. Like, let him try. I'm for trying it. It's better than just tossing it down at someone's feet. That's what your boy does, though.
No, sometimes it's just smarter to play to the next, like, throw the ball in the dirt and get to the next play.
No.
Stafford did it last week.
Not on 3rd down, brother.
What? Yeah, he threw before the big 22-yard completion to Puka. It was the first play. He just threw it away, threw it at his feet.
Yeah, first play.
Live another day. What?
Not 3rd down.
What do you mean?
3rd down. Jared Goff would toss it to the dirt.
He'll do that if it's 4th and 1.
Well,
he's still not going to force it.
If you have Tesla, throw it down there somewhere. He's 6'4".
Yeah. Why can't Tesla? I want Tesla more in the red zone. I agree with that part of your statement. What we need out of him right now is to fill, in a way, the Sam Laporta role. To do what Tim Patrick did last year. Like, there's an opportunity now with Laporta and Brock Wright out where there are receptions for that are up for grabs, pun intended. And to open up these things for Gibbs on the outside or for Jamin on the outside, you need that reliability in the middle, and it can't just be St. Brown. I want to see him. I wanted to see that Goff Tesla 10-yard connection. And within 10 yards, we know that Tesla's going to be in the right spot on time, and Goff trusts him to just fire. The dude's got hands. His hands are crazy.
He's
not there. He doesn't trust
it briefly when Khalif was out and Amon-Ra went out. You've seen it briefly.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, why not more?
Yeah, it's
Must
not
be developmental.
thing.
But he's not being put out there to be
trust.
consistent.
It's like, why didn't we see more of J-Mo the last couple of years? Trust.
Mm-hmm.
Now they trust him. He's running better routes, and we see what he can do, so they trust him more.
Yeah.
So with Tesla, I think it's trust. But it's not because he's clowning or anything like that. He just may not be running precise routes, and they want to see more out of him doing that.
He hasn't had to do it ever. Excuse me. Here's the risk. They traded these assets. Tesla played 1 year of big-time football. Mm-hmm. He was a quarterback and a wide receiver at Hillsdale. Shout out Hillsdale. Great school down the road. But 1 year with 40 catches at Arkansas or 29, he hasn't had a lot of experience. So you invested all this into someone you probably knew wasn't going to be ready until next year. He's shown us something where he's got some more PT, but again, that's where the Brad Holmes that Jeff was talking about, questionable decision making. And we heard Jared Goff this week talk about Jamison Williams and not just his development and his route tree on the field. He's going to the next level because J-Mo's communication to Goff is jumping up to another level. Understanding what he's seen pre-snap, communicating that with Goff so that they're on the same page and can figure out how to get him the ball further in the game. Tesla's just not there yet, but we need him. We might need him he might need to have some big catches over the course of these next 3 games for them to get into the playoffs.
There's no might. He's going to have to. Now, you talk about all the trust and you talk about things that are out of sync, correct?
Yeah.
Basically is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you still think this team is going to win 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be clean. I don't think we're going to be wow, this team is on the way to the Super Bowl after they clinch that playoff berth, but they're going to find a way to win the next 3. Maybe we can go around the room with this, and even though you don't believe they're going to make it, I'll ask you to fill in the blank.
Okay.
For the Lions...
Let me close my eyes and think about this. Go ahead.
For the Lions to make the playoffs, blank has to happen these next 3 games.
Okay, I got a simple one for you. We're going to have to hear Lion fans chanting again, Jared Goff.
That's the formula?
Well, if they're chanting Jared Goff, is not only are they winning, but he's playing at a high level. They trust him again. You don't hear Jared Goff chants anymore, do you?
No, not often. You're right.
But if you start hearing them again, then that means something magical has happened.
Yeah.
But seriously, to me, the main thing is that offensive line is going to have to play very well. Mm-hmm. That the disjointed pieces that we talk about must come together, must create a running game. So that's number one, because then if that happens, then Jared Goff can start cooking and slicing and dicing and stuff. But once again, and we keep hearing it, and here the offensive line is the backbone of this team, and I really believe that.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not the backbone, or it's not a firm enough backbone, and so therefore the Lions are just another team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they make the playoffs, you know who they're going to become? James Madison.
I wouldn't want to play the Lions in the playoffs.
I do.
Why?
I want to play them.
Why?
If I have a good defensive front, I want to play them. Because, I know I can shut down the running game. The running game is not going. Jared Goff is just some dude who I can attack. If the other thing, if I can dominate the offensive line, they can't have little cute plays up to J-Mo. They can't unleash Tesla. They're hamstrung.
Yeah.
So, I do. If I'm an opponent, I want the Lions.
Okay. I was going to agree with I was going to say something similar that for the Lions.
And here's the other reason I want the Lions. Even my offense is shit. I know I'm going to get something against the Detroit Lions. My passing game is going to be straight. My run game is going to be straight. All I have to do is not turn the ball over. I can beat the Detroit Lions.
You're getting to one of my future ones. Turnovers. That's going to be huge these next 3 games.
They're always huge.
For the Lions to sneak in, Goff has to play MVP-like football. And I think he has that in him to finish the season. But you were talking about Goff, so we'll leave it there. I think your preseason offensive and defensive player of the year nominees have to show up and play like offensive player of the year and defensive player of the years. That's
Correct.
Jahmyr Gibbs and Aiden Hutchinson.
Right.
They have to have a big 3 weeks. If they do, we'll see the Lions playing further into January.
Right. Hutch he's a try-hard guy. I'll give him that.
Gotta get
He's
home.
putting pressures, but you got to get home.
Yeah.
Simple as that. This is not horseshoes where close can win.
Yeah. William, coming to you next. But, Jeff, for the Lions to make the playoffs, blank will have to happen in the next 3 games. What do you think?
They need to dominate in the trenches.
Dominate the trenches?
Dominate the trenches. The offensive line needs to have better communication. They need to all be on the same accord. They all need to have one common goal. That's to do their job. We're not asking you to be spectacular. We know you're not going to be spectacular. But open up some run lanes. Protect Jared Goff a little bit. But then on the defensive side, I want to see this defensive line start to get after people. I want them to I need quarterbacks to start to fear this defensive line. And I feel like they could do that. They need to do a lot more stunts within the defensive line because I see we do blitz. Sometimes we blitz a linebacker, but I want to see them do more of what you see other teams do in moving around their star edge rusher. Aiden Hutchinson should be moved around. He should be coming from multiple different positions on that defensive line all night long. And they should be doing stunts to open up ways for him to get to the quarterback because if you just sit him on the edge, they're going to slide away from him. They're going to send another guy. It's easy. It's so much easier when he's just sitting on that edge attacking you all night long.
They'll push him 20 yards upfield. He'll just keep running.
All right, let's stop talking in dreams and wishes and hopes. And
it's not dreams and wishes. I'm just telling you this is what they got to
do. It's over.
Shut up for a second.
It's
I got
over.
a big question for you. All the things you just said, the Lions must do. What's your confidence level in them doing that?
20%.
20%. 30%.
20.
That's not high.
Because I don't see.
Well, I just asked him for the Lions to get in. He says they need to do this, but they're not doing it, he's saying.
All you guys are telling me this is going to happen. This is going to happen. But when you ask the right questions, what percentage of all these dreams you talk happen? 20%. That means it's not going to happen, damn it.
It's over.
That's why I'm sticking to the offense. That's why I'm like, for them to get into the playoffs, they need to score 110 points over the next 3 games.
William Bernard Benson.
It's over.
WBB.
No, let's be realistic. If they want to go out there and prove that they elite to go to the playoffs, they got to play with a lot of urgency. But I don't see that. I see a very dysfunctional when it comes to losing the offensive coordinator. Ever since the beginning of the season, we'll start with Brad Holmes of making the trash and not pulling the gun of getting the edge rusher and the offensive line to replace Frank Rallis. This season is over. It's over, and I hate to be honest. I don't want to sound negative. Do we have a chance? Yes, but I look at 2% chances of them going to playoffs. Just prepare for next season and
Willie's preparing for next season.
yeah, prepare for next season.
Yeah.
Make the right moves this time.
What's wrong with you guys?
I'm not going to prepare the next season.
What happened? Stop it. You know what's wrong with this man?
What?
He's got 2 fucking eyes. He sees what this team is. That's what's wrong with him. He's not just going to say shit just to be saying it.
Yeah.
He's got a mind. He's got eyes. He's got knowledge. And when you put that all together, it tells you got some problems here.
Yeah. You can have problems and still win.
We can't.
And you can have problems and lose too.
Yes.
You can have low chances and pull off the miracle. Mm-hmm. It's possible.
Slim chances, though.
What's more likely to happen, a miracle or reality?
Reality.
I mean, reality is more likely to happen, but so if that miracle comes around, you're with it.
Here's what we got here.
Let's stop eating.
No. We got a couple lime butt boys here, and I understand it. You're hopeful.
We're banding together.
So even though when you talk, you say, "Man, this is impossible. This is 20%."
20%'s not impossible.
Is like, wow, I don't know if this is gonna happen. But then at the same time, you say, "Oh, Lions are gonna win 3 in a row, make the playoffs, and go to the fucking Super Bowl." That doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 20%'s not impossible. That means there's a chance.
And their flaws, they're not playing the Eagles interior. They're not playing the Rams again. They're not playing the Patriots or the Seahawks.
They're playing the Minnesota Vikings, who fucked them up a few weeks ago.
And I already told you, I'm more worried about that game than any of the next 3 because Pittsburgh doesn't scare me, and neither do the fucking Bears.
And even then,
I don't care if they're first.
It's a get-back game.
The Bears are better than Lions. Let's keep it real 100, man. I'm sorry. We can't just sit there and think, oh my God, we're going to pull a miracle off. Mm-hmm. Just regroup. Just try to find a win. And, if it's not enough, that's fine. Let's regroup for next season. We can keep it 100 on Bible.
I ain't regrouping until this is first to the whistle. I ain't regrouping until the last whistle. This team, Dan Campbell alone has earned Lions fans to just have a little belief that they're going to do something that maybe the percentages say they aren't, or most people say they aren't going to accomplish. And if you look just at the Lions' flaws, it's going to be tough to win 3 games in a row in the NFL. I get it. That is reality. What's also reality is they're playing the Steelers, the Vikings, and the Bears. The Bears are better than them right now. The Lions can beat the Bears. They have. Yes, the Bears are a different team now than they were week 2 or 3, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. But the
Lions can do it, just like the Vikings beat the Lions. It's the opponents over the next 3 weeks. If they take care of business, if they score 110 points over the next 3 weeks, if they win the turnover battle, if they're, call it +3, things like that have to happen, and the Lions can definitely get into the playoffs. I don't care if it says 29%. Dan Campbell earned it in my eyes. Jared Goff earned it in my eyes. Penei Sewell earned it in my eyes. Just to have a little belief that they don't control their own destiny, but they can take care of their business.
Broder, when you have a team, right, that's down, and you look at the ESPN and it goes, they got maybe like 10% chance to win the game, 50% chance to win the game. They're down by 20, or they're down by 2 touchdowns. Or down by 10 in the fourth quarter. Somehow they did it. And somehow they pulled off a miraculous comeback and won. When the Atlanta Falcons were absolutely destroying the Patriots, did anyone think that the Patriots are going to be able to mount that comeback and win the game? Their probability was way low. It was probably below 20%, and yet they still did it. Just because your probability is low doesn't mean that it can't be done.
Yeah, but here's the difference. The Patriots are playing winning football. The Patriots, sometimes I believe in karma. Sometimes it's just your year. Yep. Sometimes it's just not your year. And, we keep waiting for the Chicago Bears to lose. This may be the same scenario with the Minnesota Vikings a couple years ago when the Vikings were winning all these miracle games and winning games they shouldn't have. Mm-hmm. It came back and bit them in the ass the next year. Maybe this is what's happening with the Chicago Bears. They're just going to keep rolling. They're going to win the division. Maybe they win a playoff game or 2, and then next year, God just says, "Nah, just kidding.
Yeah,
you're not doing this again."
Yeah,
and just like with the Vikings.
And you know what? It's not that the Lions, maybe they don't need to win out to win, because if the Packers end up losing twice, the Lions would only need 2 wins, and we don't know what Jordan Love's status is moving forward. So do we think really Malik Willis is going to be able to deliver on leading the Packers to two
here's
wins?
About young Jefferson I like. I can tell this man is on his hands and knees at night before he goes to bed praying
like a muff.
Praying all to everything, because that's what he's doing now. He's not on his hands and knees right now, but he's praying. Maybe. It's possible.
You're not dead until you're dead. You're not eliminated until you actually say you're eliminated. If there is a probability, then hey, you have a chance.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna do it again.
Underdogs win every day.
Young Jefferson, is it going to happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're going to win all 3 games.
Yes.
They're going to win the division or just get in the playoffs.
No, they're not going to win the division, but they're going to get into the playoffs.
Okay.
I didn't say they were winning the division, but playoffs, yes, they'll get into the playoffs.
All right.
Fair enough.
I like this guy.
He's I had to browbeat him because if I asked this question 15 minutes ago, you were like, I don't know, guys.
No.
It's gonna be tough. We'll see.
This is why human interaction is so important because we've been going head to head about Goff in our Woodward sports chat. It's like we don't get to talk about the rest of the team, and I think Goff's the only thing we disagree on. This team is part of that belief. What did I say it needs to happen? They need to get turnovers, right?
Correct.
Who's the quarterback in Week 18 they're going up against? Caleb Williams. He turns the ball over. J.J. McCarthy turns the ball over.
Well, he's been playing better, though.
He has been playing better. He has a couple good quarters here and there.
And Jared Goff is going to be in Soldier Field wearing his little gloves and a scarf.
Mm-hmm. His play might decline. His play might decline, but his belief that team will win that game won't decline. I guarantee you the Bears, if it comes down to Week 18, they're going to be the players in the team that are more on edge, that have the pressure on them.
They may have no pressure on them.
They might not. I'm saying if it comes down to a winner gets to the playoffs.
Who knows?
I'll take the Lions team at Soldier Field versus that Bears team.
I'll take the last year's Lions team to win at Soldier Field. I don't take this year's Lions team to win at Soldier Field.
Right.
When this is all said and done, and we're talking about this year 4 or 5 years from now, you're going to say, yeah, you were right. This wasn't the 2024 Lions. They never showed up. I don't get why. And you're going to cry, and I'm going to have to console you and say, it's all right, big fella. They'll do it this year.
Do you think that's how it's going to be? We're going to look back?
Yes. Because I don't do this to belittle or berate you. I don't do this hoping that you're wrong. I'm just trying to tell you my truth.
That's all I could ever ask for.
All right.
I'm not judging you.
I'm an optimist.
Yeah, and
because you want this so bad.
And I take this mic and what we're doing at Woodward Sports of the voice of the fan. Like you're not, but I am a fan of the Lions, and I have this job. I get to talk about them and break them down and analyze. I like that you're not a fan, and you make that very clear. You're not rooting for anybody, so you have a different opinion than me.
Correct.
For those who are fans of the team, say, be loyal to this team. Have some faith. It doesn't look like what it's looked like.
Okay.
Stick with them.
I don't believe fandom means you have to buy into everything.
No. I'm not asking for that.
I know you can't. You sort of are.
I'm asking to believe that this team can do something that's not. It's not 5% or 1%. I think a couple things need to happen, and they're in. We believe they're going to win today because they don't lose back-to-back games.
Have to happen from in their end.
Yeah.
But a couple things have to happen from their end that they haven't been capable of doing for over 2 months.
Terry.
So why is it going to stop now? Start now.
How often have you seen crazier things being done in sports than this situation the Lions are in right now? How often have you seen something crazier happen? A team come from even crazier odds to end up doing something that they were not supposed to do.
No, I've seen crazier things. I'll give you that.
There's a chance.
Anything is possible in sports.
Yeah.
But my thing is, when you were talking about all the things that have to happen, and I asked you, are they going to? You went
20%. So they could do it. They might not do it, but there's a chance that they do these things in order to get into the playoffs.
And I believe they will.
There's a chance.
What do you think? We put the poll up 41 minutes ago. Can the Lions win 3 games in a row? What do you think the results are? Give me a guess, Terry.
Let me see. I'm going to guess 58% of people said yes.
Close. Less, though. 54% say playoff bound. Okay. 46 say Cobo bound. Okay. Planning their vacation. Is it Cobo or Cabo? Cabo bound.
Cabo. All right.
Cabo.
Be on the beach.
It's split.
Cabo's not a bad spot.
Cabo's pretty nice.
Sipping on my highs, or whatever they call it.
What is it?
My highs or something like that.
I didn't hear it.
Vodkas, whatever. So if the Lions don't make the playoffs, they'll be on Cabo Beach somewhere sipping Sun Cruisers.
Yeah. We've been fortunate they haven't planned their vacations very early in the year over the last couple of years. They plan to play in February. Mm-hmm. February. If they get them.
We don't see U-Haul boxes by their lockers.
No, just what was it? Arthur Millette, just the safety, who it was Millette, right? Or not Harper. One sec, Millette Titans.
Yeah, my tie. That's what they are.
How when I heard this, was it Arthur Millette who just got picked up from the Titans?
What's this got
I
to do with
don't want to talk
beans.
With the price of beans? No, it was one of the safeties. Someone will correct me in the chat, whoever it is. Like, after last game, the Titans picked him up, like, claimed him. He was playing for the Lions, and the next day, the equipment guy's taking a moving box out. The Titans picked him up. Can you imagine playing on the field for the Detroit Lions, and then the next day you're with the Titans? That sucks.
I wouldn't
That's
wish
why
that
that came
upon
up.
anybody.
It would be
But you know what? The Titan players and the Lion players are going to be doing the same thing in January on Cabo. Is that where everybody's going this year?
That's where they're going to celebrate their Super Bowl win. I saw one super chat. Scroll up and find it. It was from Burn. Sideless 5339. $5 super chat says Isaac Tesla has more touchdowns in his first season than J-Mo had in his first 2 seasons, 3. I'm just reading facts off a screen.
Yeah, but how many catches does he have? How many of them help this team?
Shout out to Easy in the chat.
A couple.
It was Hallett.
Silas also said, I hate to go full Neil, but we're not dropping a big contract on Branch after this injury. He's going to get a prove-it deal and free up money. What were you saying about Easy?
He said it was Hallett.
Hallett. I said Millette. It was Hallett. Who was getting some playing time.
Oh, yeah. Hallett is.
He missed a big tackle against Blake Corum on 4th down last week. But nonetheless, we need DBs. I'm like, shit, he gone. Mike G. Tim Patrick is greater than Tesla. This year, yeah. We could really use some Tim Patrick right now.
Is he playing in Jacksonville?
I think he's had a couple catches for Jacksonville. I don't know.
I think he's looked a lot
If he's
worse.
healthy, I would like him.
I think he's looked a lot worse in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
He looks
he has a shitty
bad.
quarterback.
Jacoby Myers is getting it done, so
yeah. Trevor Lawrence has played well these last couple of weeks. He's played MVP-like football. Shows you the power when your head coach has faith in you and can help construct an offense to highlight what you do best.
And it's not chasing holes.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that either.
It is Christmas time, Terry.
Right, indeed. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, my gosh. You want to know what's funny? The Lions have 0 tight ends, and the Steelers have 3 tight ends and 1 human. You know
the real big dude.
Darnell Washington?
That's who that is? Yeah, that guy
6'7", 311 pounds.
Have you seen people try to tackle him?
I fear for their lives.
They bounce off of him.
What do you think Amik Robertson and DJ Reed are going to be thinking?
They're going to be running up to him and say, I'm good.
Yep. I'm out of here.
Yep.
They like to use their tight ends a lot. Rodgers likes to find them. But one guy that I think will need to have a big game today is Alex Anzalone. But that's not what I want to talk about.
No, I want to hear this.
Could this be Alex Anzalone's last home game for the Detroit Lions?
Yeah.
Will it?
I mean, they were dicking him around with his contract last year.
You can't really afford to bring him back.
Yeah, it could be.
Do you think it will?
I thought. Yeah, I think it's his last game. Now, I thought you were going to talk about Alex Anzalone in a term of what he must do for the Lions to go, I hate to say this, 3-0, which is not going to happen.
Yeah.
But here's what he must do. Alex can blitz. He can be that extra guy that goes and attacks the quarterback. I want to see more of that from him specifically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's better at it than Jack Campbell.
You think so?
Yes.
Or do you think Anzalone's
He's stealth.
Anzalone's superior in coverage, though? So you think they probably just keep him? They have kept him out more. Jack Campbell's got more of the pass rush.
You got to gamble.
You just yeah.
And my gambler is Alex Anzalone.
Do you do it in this game though? Like this is Aaron Rodgers is going to get the ball out quick.
Don't show it. Tell people, no, we're not even working on that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Alex Anzalone rushing, or blitzing and stuff, and then he goes against Minnesota and Chicago. Do it then.
Yeah. I'm more inclined to do that.
Right.
Especially with Rodgers trying to find that middle of the field. Let him. We need Anzalone in coverage.
And you know what?
But the concept
doesn't Aaron Rodgers look like he's been drinking before every game?
Yeah, he's been smoking.
He probably does.
Doing something.
He's in that ayahuasca. He's been hanging with. Oh shit! Who's the cornerback? It was like Redskins cornerback. Or was it guy who came out? He's just like, yeah, I was drunk for 8 or 9 games, like entire games he played. Shoot, if Easy's in the chat, I know he'll remember.
No. Here's who Aaron Rodgers is starting to look like: Spicoli.
Spicoli?
Yes.
Who's Spicoli?
You don't lose. Oh God.
Or maybe. Jeff Spicoli.
No, it's just Spicoli.
Who's Spicoli?
He is. He's in the movie
Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean Penn.
Yeah, Sean Penn. When Sean Penn was young and he was Spicoli.
Who do you think is like that?
Aaron Rodgers. His eyes are all red and bug-eyed and looks like he's not even there.
He's on the ayahuasca.
Yeah.
He's feeling the vibes.
Sure.
That's
not going to be enough to beat the Lions. So you have to be, and even though I've criticized the Lions, you have to be coherent to beat the Lions.
Yeah. He's had some good games, some bad games, but Aaron Rodgers has it in him to just manage a good game, and the Lions make mistakes on defense, and the Steelers put up 30. Terry, you never know.
Oh, so now you're saying the Steelers could beat the Lions, huh?
Oh, they definitely could.
Okay.
That defense is vulnerable, and that interior offensive line is vulnerable. I just think the Lions are going to win.
3 in a row?
Yeah.
Matt Trippy Trev in the chat says it was Quentin Jammer.
Say it one more time.
Quentin Jammer.
Quentin Jammer, that's who it was. I want to say he played at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, the Lions thought about drafting him.
He was good, like really fast.
Do you know who they drafted instead of Quentin Jammer?
What year was like 06-ish? Was this a Roy Williams?
Quarterback Joey Harrington.
No way.
Yeah.
It was 2003?
Yeah. Matt Millen couldn't stand him.
Jammer?
Yeah. No, he couldn't stand Joey Harrington. No, it wasn't Matt Millen. I don't think Matt Millen actually wanted to draft him. Steve Mariucci couldn't stand Joey Harrington.
Yeah.
Right.
Then didn't Millen draft him like almost out of spite?
Nah, I think he got pressured into it by a Lions front office who meddled in the draft.
That was him.
So Matt Millen wanted to draft Quentin Jammer, but he got talked out of it.
Yeah, it was 2002.
Mm-hmm.
He was 5th overall in the 2002 NFL draft. But that means that was the year that they took Joey. It was 3rd overall. Oh, right after Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Dwight Freeney at 11. Oh, man.
There were some players in that draft.
There are. So Terry, earlier in the show, you said Lions fans have missed Ben Johnson more than Aaron Glenn.
Yes.
Does that mean you have like more confidence in Kelvin Shepard, or Where do you stand on Kelvin Shepherd right now?
I think he's been solid. He's been fine. But see, I say this because I believe there's more things you can do to manipulate a team offensively than defensively. On defense, the league has all these rules and stuff, and you can't touch anybody. You can't go over the middle. So it's like a defensive coordinator has one of his hands tied behind his back.
Mm-hmm.
But, Ben Johnson, why were we excited about the Lions the last couple of years? It was that offense. It's like, man, this offense is unstoppable. Look at these weapons. Look at this creative play calling. That's what made the Lions go. And you know what? They could beat somebody 55-49.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do that anymore. If somebody is going to score 40 points against the Lions now, you know what you do? Congratulations.
See ya. Yeah.
Try to regroup for next week.
Yeah.
But when Ben Johnson was here, somebody put 35 on you, still going to beat your ass. What you got to say about that?
That's what he would do.
Right. So that's why I say Ben Johnson more. And plus, look what Ben Johnson's done with the Bears, who were a wreck last year and the year before with Eberflus. They're going to win this division.
Probably.
And I thought the Bears were one of the most mismanaged teams in the NFL the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know how to develop a quarterback. They always got the wrong quarterback.
Still do.
What did we say about Caleb Williams before this year? He sucks. This guy he can't read defenses. He's slow. I mean, not slow running, but he is slow as far as processing stuff. Now he looks pretty good. I think Caleb Williams is going to have a good career now.
He's catfishing you, Terry.
Best quarterback.
He's catfishing you.
Here's what you're doing, though.
He has the talent. It looks good sometimes.
Okay. But he's got Ben Johnson, who's going to help him.
Yes. Until a point. And Caleb...
What point?
Till Ben Johnson stops trusting him.
To winning division?
No, trusting he's going to make the right throw. Not the big throw.
Here we go again. So Ben Johnson, who sort of trusts Caleb Williams now, is going to keep mentoring this guy, and at some point is going to lose faith in him.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you're entitled to that opinion.
He's only going to get better. That's sort of what happens with athletes.
He might still get better. I just don't think he's going to turn into a capable, consistent starting quarterback in the NFL. Now, if he does continue to, even if it's with the Bears or not, we've seen guys like Sam Darnold after bouncing around to a couple teams, and Sam Darnold is still a gunslinger. Caleb Williams, there could be a role for him in the NFL. He could be a starting quarterback. I don't think he's going to be some Hall of Famer. I don't think he's going to be some perennial Pro Bowler. Because I don't think he's going to make the right throw in the right time.
He doesn't have to be in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't have to be a perennial Pro Bowler. He has to be able to run that offense and be consistent.
Right, and if he can't, Ben Johnson goes, Tyson Bagent.
No,
where are you?
No, you stop with the Tyson Bagent crap. You keep bringing this guy up.
He's good.
He's not. He's gonna be working at Home Depot, and I'm gonna say, hey, who'd you rather have, Caleb Williams or the dude from Home Depot? And you're gonna say, let's go to the Home Depot. There's
a conversation to be had. It's not a smart conversation.
No, it's not. You kill me.
I'm the dumb one in it, but
you come up with all these wild Hail Mary theories as if it happens all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't. But what I say, the crazy argument, and I'm going to relate it to Jared Goff, because it's a money and a roster creation conversation. Mm-hmm. If I ask you to find a quarterback this offseason that is better than Jared Goff, or that you can trust to have the same level of play or better, there's none out there. There's zero. There is nobody available that you can upgrade at the quarterback position. But if you tell me, and he's not my favorite player, but if you're like, you know what, they could go with like a Mac Jones, pay him $18-20 million, and you have all this money left over to help build a roster. Same with the big. You could go with a backup making $10 million and help put things around him if that's your strategy. That's the only argument. But there is no available quarterback better than Jared Goff this offseason.
Well, now you use the available.
No, that's why I said
no quarterback
available.
is available.
Who you're going to trade? You're going to trade. I'm not trading for Joe Burrow.
All right, dude. You
wouldn't?
you said there's
You
no
wouldn't,
quarterback
or you
that
you
we
saying
can
you
find
wouldn't?
that's better than Jared Goff.
There's none.
Then you said there's no available.
Well, we're not living in another planet. We're not going to say, hey, we'll take Josh Allen on him on the Lions this offseason. That's not going to happen. You're not going to get Josh Allen, Lamar, Burrow.
You know what? All you guys today. I'm sorry. You guys are giving me gas today.
I'm not the Jared Goff guy. You'll find me out
this
the door on
guy,
that one.
he comes out. No quarterback is better than Jared Goff.
Available.
No, that's not what you said.
Okay, well, that's what I meant.
I don't
How
know.
about this? Let's
There might
rewind.
I don't know. There might be.
Who? Someone, give me a name.
Just
Fernandez?
Dude,
Who's that?
What quarterbacks are ever available?
Exactly.
The only ones who are available are the quarterbacks who suck.
Exactly.
God.
There's no one better out there. There's people wishing for someone else. You can wish all you want. You can wish for Jordan Love, but once again, when it's a game's on the line, he's not even in the game.
I don't know why I woke up this morning to be with you clowns today.
Well, you needed some energy before you go to the airport again.
Well, you said I don't go to the airport.
Well, because you're at the Pistons game with Mrs. White Claws.
It's not with Mrs. White Claus.
Mrs. Claus.
He doesn't.
I don't mess with white women
He
anymore.
doesn't.
Jerome Moore
Me
taught
too.
me a lesson.
Oh. No.
No. You can't have more hoes than Sharon Moe.
I tell you what, Broder, if
Yeah.
Dante Moore comes out in this class, he's better than Jared Goff. 100%.
Oh, my gosh. See, this is why I have to bring it up.
Seriously?
What happened?
Dante Moore is better than Jared Goff. Just said. If he
I've
comes out in
seen-
this class.
I've seen
wait
him
a
make
minute.
throws in college that Jared Goff has never made in his
I
life.
heard-
Oh,
this
my.
one.
He throws in college, Terry.
All
He's
right,
better than
I'm
Goff.
gonna make this guy really freak
Oh,
out.
my.
I was
God.
listening to
It's
the
okay,
flagship, and the guy said the Lions would be better off with Bryce Underwood than Jared Goff.
Yeah.
React.
Yeah, you can't take those people seriously. It is and not just the flagship. Anyone who says that about Bryce Underwood was not good this year. He has the same issues with JJ, by the way. He has no touch. Throw a change up, dude.
He's a freshman. He's
Right.
a true freshman at that.
Right.
18 years old, so
$3 million.
he has time to develop.
He has no time.
I understand how much they paid him, but that doesn't matter. You paid him because you wanted him to come to your school. You didn't pay him off his ability to perform this year because he was thrusted into that role.
You know, since Michigan and all these schools have so much money, pay a couple $1 million for a good quarterback coach. And you're only dealing with Bryce Underwood. Forget the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth string. They don't exist. You just deal with Bryce Underwood.
Yeah,
Maybe you can get something out of him.
maybe. The power of a quarterback coach is important.
It is.
Mark Brunell is a huge part of this Lions offense and Jared Goff's success. Also, I'd love to see Andrew Luck in Ann Arbor, but we're not talking about Michigan.
He's the CEO of Stanford
Dante
football.
Moore? Dante Moore is talented. I'm not saying he's not a good college quarterback. There are real people that think a rookie quarterback is going to come in and be better than Jared Goff in this offense because he can run. He's mobile, and he's made college throws that he's never seen Jared Goff
Listen,
make.
it ain't all to do with mobility.
You said
It's
he's made
all-
throws in college you've never seen Jared Goff
Yes,
You
yes.
can make throws against James Madison
It-
and Purdue.
But he's
So
win.
what?
Listen, but he's win against some good teams out there too. But I'm saying his ability with his arm, he
Yeah.
has a better arm than Jared Goff.
Yes.
A lot of time when I see Jared, like I told you earlier, I don't hate Jared Goff, but when I see other quarterbacks around the league, I say, well, damn.
Yeah, I want the shiny object. I want that.
Well, no, but when I see Caleb Williams deliver a 40-yard dime, I go, yeah, Jared
Yeah.
Goff is just not doing
It was
that.
a good dime.
It
He's
was
not
not
doing
remembering
that.
all of the other throws, both for Caleb Williams and the last 10 years of Jared Goff. The resume is there in college, too. He's turned around every fucking team he's been on to be contenders at the top of their league. Whether that's competing for their conference title in college, division championships.
They stunk
Super
up that.
Bowls.
They stunk up that Super Bowl, brother.
Yeah, so did Tom Brady.
And it got him. And you know what it did? It got
Jared
him
Goff
sent packing.
had as many touchdowns in that Super Bowl as Tom Brady.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Good.
But the difference
how
is
did Dante
they got
Moore do
rid
in
of
the
him.
playoffs?
They got rid of him and brought a better quarterback in, and they won.
They brought a quarterback in at the time they needed to get them over a hump. And it was the right move for them. Move for the Lions, too.
But what I'm saying is,
Stafford couldn't do it alone, by the way.
I don't think Jared Goff is the guy. I don't think he is.
That's fine. You're allowed to think that. I'm not going to let you get away with saying Dante Moore would be better in a Lions uniform next year. That's craziness. This is what there are people in here that think that. This is a human in our studio.
This goes back
Listen,
to
nobody thought C.J. Stroud was going to be C.J. Stroud.
Alabama was rolling.
He was great for a year.
Could beat an NFL team,
and they couldn't. Not even come close. Not even come close.
Look at Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a better quarterback than Jared Goff.
That is fucking bullshit too.
Is it?
It is bullshit. Bo Nix is good, and he could become better than Jared Goff.
Right? Did he have a better year than Jared Goff
this year?
Yes.
I don't know his statistics.
Come on. Yes. Just say yes sometimes.
It's better, man. Listen.
Oh, no, I don't. He's over here.
No. I don't know. I want to say yes. Because Goff has
this. Say anything bad about Mr. Goff.
Rewind the tapes. I say shit bad about Goff every single episode. The people who actually listen to me understand. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in the NFL. I never said he was better than Stafford. So he's been
yes, you did.
Say he's a better Lions quarterback than Matthew Stafford.
We had an argument on this show. Who's better? We didn't say who's better for this team.
You said for
the debate was who's better, Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff. You sat up there with your pompous ass and said Jared Goff.
When?
I don't know. We had a couple shows like
2
that.
weeks ago,
I didn't document them.
The video that you made. You made a video on the show with the difference between Jared Goff and Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
And you showed that Jared Goff was a lot more safer than Matt Stafford. Those are the things that you two have an argument about that. So,
100%. He throws less hospital balls. I never said he's better than Stafford right now. He's better than Stafford in his career. I said he's been a better Lions quarterback than Matthew Stafford.
You mean he's won more?
Now this is you altering your words.
Oh my! This is all I've ever said, Terry.
No, young man. We had a discussion. Who's better, Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford?
Right
and
now,
my
it's
argument
Stafford.
was no. Right now, my ass.
It's forever.
And you said Jared Goff.
And
so then my counter was, then why did the Lions get more draft capital or more when they traded Stafford for Goff? And why did Matthew Stafford go to L.A. and win a Super Bowl? Why was Jared Goff at the time considered a bridge quarterback?
Because he wasn't as talented as Matthew Stafford then. It was the right trade. The Rams should have traded.
Then
you either double down and invest and try to build up the confidence of your first overall pick.
In other words, Matthew Stafford was better than Jared Goff.
For that Rams team, yes. And let's be clear. It wasn't just Matthew Stafford. That is what they needed, but they also needed Von Miller and Jalen Ramsey alongside Aaron Donald.
Now I'm going to ask you the question where you're going to stumble and mumble and go, ooh, Terry. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Pause. Everybody be quiet. Who's the better quarterback? Period. Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford? Matthew, Earl, Anthony, Broder, take it away.
Matthew Stafford.
So you're altering.
Okay. No, this is what I've said all along.
My goodness.
Didn't.
Oh, I guess I have.
By the way, Easy just hopped back in the chat. He said we got to quit picking on Broder.
You the one.
I didn't hear that. What did he say?
Apology, sir.
He said we got to quit picking on you. Easy did.
Oh no, you guys are fine.
He said we got to quit picking on you.
I want to do something I don't like doing, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want to pull the video or whatever of this guy saying that Jared Goff was better than Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
Period.
All 376
next
people.
Week.
Who they play next week?
No. I don't care who they play next week. No, we're going to play it next week.
Okay.
On
So,
first to the whistle.
if you find it, you can recruit anyone at the company to help you find it. All 386 people in the chat to find it. And anyone who's watching this show, go find the clip of me saying that. It didn't happen. Never said it.
You know what? We're going to find it and play it, and you're going to say, oh,
Yeah.
somebody altered the video.
It's AI.
No,
It's
if you
AI.
find it, I'll
Or
admit to it. I just know I haven't said it.
Or we're going to say, who's the better quarterback? And you're going to say, Jared Goff. And then you're going to come back and say, well, I didn't mean it that way.
No. Matthew Stafford's been the better quarterback this year and for his entire career. He has the resume that Goff can't live up to yet. As a Lions quarterback, Jared Goff has been a better Lions quarterback.
And why is that?
He's won. He's helped us win.
That's not the reason.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I could give you the stats.
It's true.
You watch.
But the real reason is he has a real organization that he's playing for. Matthew Stafford did not. He played for the bullshit Lions.
He couldn't get it done with.
You know why? and Jared Goff wouldn't have got it done either. If Jared Goff was sitting here as a line quarterback, Matt Millen as his general manager, Quinn Trisha, he wouldn't have won anything either.
You might be right.
And you would be saying, Jared Goff,
But you might be right. We're dealing with hypotheticals. Matthew Stafford never did. Jared Goff came in with Brashard Perryman or someone as his best receiver year one. And we found ourselves winning more playoff games than Matthew Stafford ever did in his life. Matthew Stafford, let me remind you, by the way, the two best years Matthew Stafford, the two best offensive lines he's had in LA, he's won a Super Bowl and he's the MVP this year. I'll go out with this. If we want to talk about all the things that Matthew Stafford didn't have in Detroit, he now has a run game and an offensive line. Puka Nacua is the best contested catch receiver in the league. So was Kelvin.
In other words, he's got a good organization behind him.
Yeah.
He did not have a good organization in Detroit.
He had good players, though.
He
had really good players.
Really, really good players don't win. Good teams win.
Yeah.
You need more than just Calvin Johnson.
Right. You need a leader at quarterback.
Who's the best running back in NFL history?
Barry Sanders.
How many playoff games did he win?
0.
1. How many Super Bowls did he win?
0.
Okay. Why wouldn't the best running back in the NFL win a Super Bowl, maybe win 3 or 4 playoff games?
Yeah.
You know why he didn't? Because he played for a bullshit organization.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
You put Barry Sanders on Green Bay, Dallas, he'd have a ring or 2.
You put Jared Goff on the Los Angeles Rams this year, he'd probably have a ring. He'd be doing what Stafford's doing.
No, he wouldn't.
All he needs is an offensive line.
He would be a fine quarterback, and he would win a bunch of games, but I don't know if he'll win the Super Bowl. He can get him there.
Yeah,
he's capable of taking a team to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the people who say, well, Jared, you can't go to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. Well, you were 1/2 away and 17 points up when a man dropped the ball and Jared Goff could have made it there. I'm simply saying Stafford is better than Jared Earl
Agreed.
Goff.
Agreed.
Okay. But they're both very fine quarterbacks.
Yeah. One's on his way to the Hall of Fame, and if Jared Goff gets a ring, which I think is if he gets a ring, he's in the Hall of Fame.
If he doesn't,
he's probably not.
Okay.
Where?
All right. Damn.
Are they playing the Steelers? I don't know how we got on Goff for Stafford again. Was it Dante Moore?
Because you said, I'm so happy we're not getting on Goff and Stafford. That's what got us on it.
I know. I jinxed it.
Damn.
And then he hit me with Dante Moore, and I lost it. It's on me, guys.
And you should have lost it.
Thank you.
I agree with you.
I tend to overreact, but man,
that's fine.
It's like Goff sometimes just drives me crazy when I see the throws that this man just misses in countless amounts of games where he's had guys wide open and just scared to throw it. He can't get it down there.
This is reality. This is what people sound like and think like.
These young guys.
Yeah.
There was actually a play where he had Tesla wide open on the sideline, and he didn't throw it.
Yeah.
He threw it in the dirt.
Yeah. And I bet you later in the drive he did something.
I bet you. He didn't.
Yeah.
See, when you guys say something ridiculous, I don't get mad at you. I only say, young guys.
The only reason I'm getting mad because I know he's not in the minority. Other people think like that.
Yes.
They forget the body of work and like what when you're throwing 80% games, game in and game out, there are only a couple misses.
True, but we are in this rut. I don't know if it's a rut or a belief. Let's say Jared Goff, he goes 12 games. The Lions go 10-2. He throws 50 touchdowns and 1 interception, and we're like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Then he has that one game, 3 interceptions. The Lions lose, and then we say, that's the real Jared Goff right there. That's the rut we're in.
Yeah, and that's where people like Stick and myself have to stand up and be like, guys, let's remember everything else. And if you're wishing for something better this offseason, I'd warn you, because it sure as hell is not Dante Moore or Fernandez.
Well, I don't think he comes
anyone.
out this year, and I definitely don't think the Lions are in a situation where they can get rid of Jared Goff, because of the fact that, number one, let's just be honest, no other team is going to pull the trigger on how much money he's getting paid.
He's going to get extended. This offseason, he's getting extended, guaranteed.
Fellas,
and it better be for 20 less million.
Chat. Yeah. I have airport duty today.
I know. We got to wrap it up. Just give me your score prediction, and we'll get out of here.
Lions will win over the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Steelers, 27-24. It's going to be a tough one.
Wow. 27-24?
Yes.
All right. And they're going to win?
Yes.
Okay. Jeff, score prediction.
I'm going to go with 28-17. Lions win.
Lions win?
Lions victory.
Lions victory. Will it be?
30-17.
They're winning 30-7?
Yeah.
You guys have the Lions,
17.
this pathetic Lions defense holding somebody under 20 points?
I said
not.
17, not 7.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Broder is going to have the Lions winning 72-58.
Something like that. I got to get to 110.
Oh, okay. All right. That's true.
Yeah. First, real quick, the good Senator, 2855, $5 super chat. When are we going to admit Bob Quinn built the offensive line that got us to the playoffs, and Sewell was the second option for Holmes on the board? I don't know if I agree with that, the good Senator. Bob Quinn was responsible for drafting some of those guys, like Ragnar, right, and Decker.
What do you want us to credit somebody for gimme picks? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't always understand those comments, but I think to get to 110, let's divide it by 3. Lions are winning 37-27 today against the Steelers.
That makes more sense.
Terry, drive safe.
All right.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Be good.
Enjoy your Christmas. We got pregame show downtown. We got watch party. Pregame show at Second Best. Watch party at Gillies. Postgame show at Gillies. And then we got a whole lineup on Thursday. No live shows, but we're doing pregame Lions stuff all morning. So
bam.
We will see you as a network in a couple hours at the pregame show.
Sounds great.
We'll see you next Sunday.
Be good.
The Detroit Lions are in the playoff push.
Guys, I'm so freaking proud of you, man. That's the way to show up.
And Woodward Sports is your official, unofficial Lions network. Make sure you wake up every day with Wake Up Woodward, followed by Big D Energy, Hermione and Edwards with Maz, and of course, the heavyweights. Detroit's #1 destination for all your grits and Lions coverage. Woodward Sports.